Mimicry, unless career lamprey.
Ingenious Basterds. Okay.
I don't really understand what that means.
We've had some dumb titles before, but that one's real dumb.
Yeah, I don't understand what it means to be a career lamprey.
Well, if you work hard and you go to Lamprey College, you become a career lamprey. Jesus Christ. It's not that hard
I
a
took
concept.
it as an elective, but I didn't think of making a career out of it.
Well, you wouldn't. That's why you're not.
That's why you are not in the lamprey business.
I wish I
lamprey drive.
wish I had a picture of like a lamprey in a suit and tie.
I can make this happen.
I think I'm pretty much convinced at this point that all hedge fund managers are lampreys.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Dennis. I'm a career lamprey.
Dennis. Hello, and welcome to the Ingenious Basterds podcast area. I'm Corey.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
I'm Austin.
Austin is here.
Hey, guys.
Welcome, frequent guest Austin Matting.
Yes.
The podcast area. Is that?
Well, I mean, it's this whole thing we got going on here.
I see.
These 4 blocks are the podcast area.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let it ride.
Austin, what's happening with you?
Not a goddamn thing.
Cool.
How
Okay.
about you?
But I'll tell you exactly what's up with Austin.
Okay.
James Bond movie got pushed back to November. They stopped filming the Batman movie. What else you want to know?
Yes.
Every day I'm just an inch from that gun.
Jesus. Oh man.
I did see in an interview with Robert Pattinson today that he said his trainer wants him to keep working out so he can resume filming at the drop of a hat, and he's like, I'm not doing that shit.
I also read that interview.
Damn it, fuck that.
I also read that interview, and he spends quite a good deal of time talking about his idea for pasta you can hold in your hand.
I saw that. He makes what sounds like a vile pasta.
He wants it like fast food pasta that you eat like pizza.
He's the literal
Except
opposite.
pasta.
Yeah, he's the literal opposite of Chrissy Teigen.
Anytime I want to be Batman, I just get out the pasta wad.
Is he being is he purposefully trolling the interviewer?
I don't know, but it's a
Who
pretty
knows?
delightful.
If I did that, I would call it the Spaghetti Witch.
Yeah. Spagwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think we need to say right out from the gate that we do not speak about Star Wars at all tonight.
Sweet.
Yeah, we've got a Thunderdorm coming up tonight. There are no Star Wars characters. I see no reason to bring it up because it brings up emotions that we don't need to be dealing with in front of the nice people.
Gotcha.
Well,
And
maybe
then
could
it'll
have
be
mentioned that earlier.
And it'll be an hour before we start our Thunderdorm tonight.
I know that's
Yeah. No. And on that note, let me tell you why I hate Star Wars. No.
the Mandalorian would be great if it wasn't for all the helmets. Sick of that.
No, I did. Here's an edit of Star Wars.
Mandalorian? More like Helmalorian.
Yeah, I did realize today how like far from the Star Wars hardcore fandom I've become these days. Right. So I watched the first season of Mandalorian, and I thought it was really good. And a friend of mine said today,
Corey, we made it in 30 seconds.
no, this is not about – this is not a critique of Star Wars in any way.
Okay.
And he mentioned like he mentioned like a specific character that is apparently supposed to be important. And he said, "Can you believe she's in Mandalorian 2, season 2? She's going to be in there." And I absolutely I had no idea who he was talking about. Like none.
Bo-Katan, is that who it was? Katie Sackhoff?
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that character is. And so at that moment, I was like, man, I am like – because it used to be like 10 years ago, there was nothing that happened in Star Wars that I did not know – that I could not tell you about. And now it's just like I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't even know who that is.
It's a cartoon character, Clone Wars and what have you.
Here in about 15 years, hopefully I'll be able to retire to Bo-Katan in Florida.
No, we got it. We got it, Todd. Just
You're not gonna be at the old Lamprey home, though. I'll tell you that.
I'm not a career lamprey.
They will never accept you in Florida, Todd.
Yeah.
Oh, don't trust me. I would never voluntarily move to Florida.
No, it's a bad move. Here's something I was thinking about today. I was thinking about Swamp Thing and like how Swamp Thing is like the swamp is the only place that the Swamp Thing could be scary, opposed to other like nature zones or like ecosystems.
Sure.
There's
like a beach.
Yeah, beach thing. That ain't scary.
Yeah, it's just a guy named Bruce.
Like cave thing would be about the only other.
Yeah, you're not going to be frightened by the meadow thing.
That's just a rabbit. Pretty sure that's just a rabbit.
The savannah thing, he would get absolutely mauled within minutes.
I don't know, like Arctic wasteland thing sounds pretty bad.
Tundra thing.
Yeah, it's probably a polar bear.
Yeah, you're out there. You're already cold, and then the damn tundra thing pops up, and it's like,
that's just Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're on a ship, I think the glacier thing might be a little scary.
Titanic, yeah.
He's just sitting there on top of it, just laughing.
Just mocking you.
Canyon thing?
Yeah, I mean, Swamp Thing is definitely the worst of the things, for sure.
Canyon
well, at least he had a good TV show.
Did he?
I never saw that. Are you talking about the old one or the newer one?
The new one.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Didn't they cancel it after like 2 episodes or something?
Yeah, it got canceled pretty abruptly.
They're bringing it back to the CW, though.
Yeah.
Well, because the CW's like, we think it's great.
Yeah. You know what? I got a garden thing to scare the critters out of my tomatoes.
Yeah. I remember I used to be terrified when I was a kid of the crick thing.
I think we've come up with lots of scary alternatives.
My parents would also often scare me to sleep. If you don't go to bed, we're going to call it the crick thing.
No, don't want to mess with that thing.
I think we fucked up not calling it the Dooms Chapel thing.
Yeah, the Dooms Chapel thing. Excuse me for just a minute. You guys go ahead. Carry on without me for just a second.
All right.
Guys, I've reached a conclusion.
Oh?
So am I the only one who thinks Corey sucks?
No, we all.
No, I think he sucks too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God, it's Corn Man.
Oh, yes, your old pal Corn Man.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how y'all been doing?
Good.
Hello, Boston. Son of a bitch.
I was waiting for it. Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and say a few things right off the top here. Coronavirus, COVID-19, and quarantined.
All right. Thanks for coming, Corn Man.
I got that out of the way real fast. The corn puns, you see.
Very efficient of you, Corn Man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. I did. You might have noticed I came down with a bit of a disease myself here. I got the pink eye.
You have pink eye.
Uh-huh.
Or the technical term, which is conjunctivitis.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Hey,
It just looks
Corn
like
Man?
both eyes are lazy.
Quick question, Corn Man. Are corn folk socially distancing?
Oh no, we corn is immune to the virus there, Rod. but hey, we can still spread it.
Oh, so you're carriers. You can.
Oh, yeah, very much so. I've been attending many church services.
I fully support that, Corn Man.
And when they're all dead, I scamper away with the offering.
Jesus, is it that fast acting? I don't think it should be that fast.
I amplify it with my cornness.
Oh.
Corn
Okay.
madness.
Well, you know how they make corn syrup from corn. I would imagine that the COVID from corn would be, just as effective and fast acting as.
Yeah. Now, Corn Man, when you say the virus, do you actually mean the virus, or do you just mean like an axe?
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, hey there, young Austin. How's Gretchen doing? Haha, JK. I know exactly how she's doing.
She's good. You want to wave to the audience?
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I've quarantined myself up in them panties, if you know what I mean.
Jesus Christ.
Gonna build me a fuck swing out in the field.
Corn man, that is uncalled for.
Is it gonna be made of corn husks, I'm assuming? Or are you gonna stitch a few bodies together?
It's gonna be mostly skin.
That's what I figured.
Sounds itchy.
The satchel of it. I've been doing. I'm not unemployed. I know a lot of people are unemployment, but I've found a lot of steady work during the corn. I've been doing.
Hey, was corn eligible for the $1,200, Corn Man?
Oh, I got many $1,200.
You get one for each kernel.
I just wait near the mailbox for old people to come get it.
Jesus.
Corn Man, is there a chance that some of the COVID-19 deaths have been were actually you instead of the disease itself?
I'd say there's a very good chance for that. Yes, I've found a lot of good work in the doing taxidermy work for mankind.
Holy
I
shit.
stuff all kinds of mans.
Okay.
Or also, if you don't have a dead, I will stuff your chunky puppers. Your chunky puppers and your fur babies.
Okay.
This is getting very dark.
Well,
I like the chunkies.
okay. Corn Man, thanks for coming.
Yeah, I better get going. I've got a child on the grill that I need to flip. I'll see y'all later. Corn Man out of here, motherfuckers. Fuck you, honky.
Well, that happened.
I for one missed our buddy Corn Man.
Sorry about that. I had a call.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't miss much.
Okay, just Star Wars talk, I assume.
Of course,
Yeah,
the security at the brewery is getting really lax.
What's that now?
The security at the brewery is getting really lax.
Oh, yeah, I don't lock the doors.
No, everybody has to socially distance. They can't come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the rule.
Well, what do you guys? We got some listener questions. We want to do that.
Hey, yeah, why not do a quick edition of What Would the Bastards Do?
What would
What would the bastards do? What would the bastards do?
do we have any Facebook or otherwise questions, Todd?
We do not.
Good.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Pandemic.
Oh. We should just lift questions from the WPSD comment section.
We should. One more statements. We do have a couple of Twitter questions. Adam Story wants to know, did any of you watch Pickard? Or maybe I think it's Picard.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I don't have CBS, whatever they're streaming.
Yeah, I think that's the only show on that, isn't it?
It's the only one I've heard of.
Or did they move God Friended Me over to that app?
Yes. You can stream the entire series.
Are you fucking making that up?
Is that a real show?
God Friended Me? Oh, yes.
That's a CBS show where God friends a dude on Facebook. And
then what happens?
Hilarity ensues, and it's all touching as well.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Lessons are learned.
That's like kind of like the highway to heaven of the modern day.
Yeah, so they're just making TV shows directly for the old people now.
They're making them directly to make us angry.
I gotcha.
Yeah, they're like, we got to get that bastard demographic.
I'm not even angry. I don't even know how to react to that.
I think
friended me
Jordan
on
Peele's
Facebook and then immediately lost access to his account. Now I just get DMs with pyramid schemes.
Does God call Jesus at like 3 p.m. on Tuesday? Hey, I can't get on my Facebook. Can you tell me how to fix it?
Probably.
God comments on my statuses like corn recipes. Like,
I would
God, this is
imagine
not Google.
God shares a lot of those. One like equals one prayer request. One share equals amen.
I think I know who will share this, but let's see.
God shared the pandemic video.
If you don't share this status, I will literally smite you.
Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone is also on the CBS.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay. So that's probably a good show.
I'd say none of us saw Picard, though.
I have not watched Pickard.
I didn't see what's the other Star Trek show?
Discovery?
Yeah, Discovery.
Yeah.
And I've also not watched The Orville.
No, I heard that was good, though.
I've heard good things about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched it.
Rebecca Madding asks, what is a hill that's super petty, but you will absolutely die on?
God, there's so many.
You could probably pick any episode of this show at random and listen to it and find at least a couple.
Yeah, 7 on average per show.
Yeah, I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, mine's pretty well known. Soup is not fucking food; it's a drink. It's not like if you can drink it, it's not food. So
Okay.
Soup should not be classified as goddamn food, and don't hit me.
I mean, that covers purees, but what about like vegetable soup with significant chunks that you couldn't just drink?
That ceases to be a soup. That's either a stew or a different kind of chili.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can bathe in it comfortably and not get like stuff inside of you, it's soup, and therefore not. If you can swim in it, it's not food.
Gotcha.
Simple rule of thumb.
I think he makes an excellent point.
Yeah.
I think it's a sound theory.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'd want to die on that hill, but
I will literally lay down my life for this. I don't know. What do you guys got?
Well, back to Star Wars. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Mine's always been the same
What
on
is
this podcast. Lord of the Rings
that you will die for Lord of the Rings?
over Harry Potter.
Gotcha.
Well, that's a pretty specific to this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's petty enough. Is that
I will
petty
defend
enough?
it to the death. Well, I can at least see the other side's arguments. I guess that's the only thing that makes it petty.
Yeah.
Or just makes me self-aware. I don't know.
Yeah. No, we're not petty people. Actually, we're all of our hills we die on are very serious and powerful.
Very serious and
You should
important.
put that on the
important
podcast,
issues.
Art.
I know what.
You should put that on the podcast, Art.
One of my little petty things is I hate it when somebody makes a horror movie and tries to convince everyone that it's not a horror movie. Oh no, it's actually a dark comedy, or it's a thriller. It's a psychological thriller. This usually happens when critics like the movie, then it stops being a horror movie and becomes a thriller or something like that. And it fucking pisses me off.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs is a goddamn horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
End
else
of
would
story.
it be?
It's a horror movie.
Yeah, I mean it's a slasher film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because Jonathan Demme directed it and it won Oscars does not stop it from being a horror movie.
Yeah. No, I mean it's very well done. It's certainly not as sloppy as like I don't know the first Black Christmas, but
Oh yeah. We've definitely.
Black Christmas is actually a holiday film, Kyle. Christmas.
Of course, yeah. Now there's another one. What is a Christmas movie, right? Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. Well, why the fuck not? Certainly as jolly as some fat fuck riding around and molesting kids in weird houses.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Santa Claus either.
Yeah. Santa Claus
I thought he
watches
was talking
children.
about Batman Returns.
Oh, wow. Man. Kind of the...
I'll tell you one hill I'll fucking die on. That's a hill in the fucking Thunderdorm. Oh! Come on, get excited, Austin.
Thunderdorm. 16-man enter, 1 man leads.
All right, let's get into this Thunderdorm.
Yay!
This is our 16 combatant bracket.
Yeah.
What we've done tonight is take 16 characters who are mainly known for being unemployed.
A lot of unemployment going on right now. Pretty devastating.
And we are going to be drawing random jobs for them to get. And what we will do is we will debate which person would be best suited to the job that we draw.
Yeah, they're essentially both applying for the job. They're the final two applicants.
Oh, okay.
And we are interviewing them essentially with talk about a petty hill. We are the pettiest
Yeah.
when it comes to interviewing these Thunderdorm.
Yeah, I really feel sorry for them immediately.
We absolutely do not care about their feelings or their well-being at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
That's how we do things at the Ingenious Basterds Human Relations Department.
Yeah, we're corporate America. It's not our fault. You made us this way.
Yeah, we're all professional lampreys here. Oh, you want to work for Lamprey International? Bring it to the table.
Here at Lamprey International, we value things like community, family, friends. Not yours, but others.
But ours.
And Lamprey.
Yeah.
We will suck the life out of yours in order to make sure ours is fine.
And we've all submitted the jobs ourselves. We haven't seen what each other have written down for these jobs. They may not be real jobs that you could get in life.
All mine are real jobs.
But they might be one day. Oh, mine were too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then, of course, we all have our familiars that we chose beforehand that we have to vote for when time comes around. And if they win, we win.
Brian Gumble, for example.
Last week, Scott Schreffler
Cheated.
won a Thunderdorm with his familiar Sloth from the Goonies.
Cheated again.
Yeah.
You know, I felt bad about that all week, not going to lie.
Well, you shouldn't. That's the most I've ever seen any small group of people talk about Nell.
I felt great talking about Nell.
Yeah, come to my family's 4th of July barbecue.
A lot of Nell conversation going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Becca told me about the podcast and mentioned Nell being a familiar, and I had to ask, like, who the fuck is Nell?
You and everyone else that watched it.
You should see at our 4th of July picnic we have every year. We get these airbrush shirts made, and it's like the Green family, and it's Nell eating a hot dog.
They have a giant Nell balloon, like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, that they carry. They walk it around the park.
The Green family crest is Nell.
It's just Nell in a bucket.
All right, let's get into Job Dorm, shall we?
I'm very excited about this. Unemployment.
I guess theoretically we could have put Nell into this one because I don't think she had a job.
She did not. Unless winning hearts is a job.
Not so much. This is America.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Round 1 in Job Dorm. We have Kyle's familiar, Barney Gumble from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Famous.
Real over.
Yeah. Alcoholic.
Famous alcoholic, yeah.
Good friend to Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
I don't see the problem.
Based on Barney Rubble, is that right?
Is he really?
I think that was kind of the context they added him in, right? As like a sidekick to Homer.
Wait, is that your read on the character? Or is that a true thing?
I think I read that somewhere.
Okay.
I mean, there's some similarities in the names.
Not that far-fetched. I mean, they're both...
Yeah.
I mean, Barney Rubble was at least a functioning alcoholic.
All right. And Barney Gumble is competing for a job against Aladdin, the street rat.
Yeah. Aladdin contributed nothing to Arabia. Is that where he was?
Aqaba.
Yes.
Aqaba?
Aqaba. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a historical side note. It was originally going to be Baghdad. And then Desert Storm.
Gotcha.
and they changed it.
Wait. Are you talking about geopolitically or in the movie?
In the movie, it was going to be Baghdad.
Oh.
Yeah, and Aladdin was actually a Bedouin warrior, and who had cut the throats of thousands of Turkish soldiers.
Well,
That
and
part's not true,
Aladdin's,
but-
Aladdin's original name in the Baghdad script was Uday.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, it was the city in the movie has some weird name like Aqaba or something, but it was originally going to be Baghdad, just Baghdad.
Yeah, it was Agrabah.
Yeah.
Agrabah, there you go.
Yeah, and I know that because a few years ago they did a fake poll where they asked both Republicans and Democrats, do you think the United States should bomb Agrabah? And over 50% of Republicans said yes.
Bomb everybody.
Well, yeah, just
It-
bomb.
It's true.
I'm pretty
I mean-
sure the genie was originally a sniper in that film.
It was.
Yeah.
Ex
Yes,
Spetsnaz.
yeah, it was Chris Kyle.
Yeah.
I mean, in all seriousness, I'm 100% for bombing Agrabah. It's a
Yeah.
shithole.
Yeah.
American Sniper was a retooling of the original Aladdin script. It was a rewrite.
Reimagining.
Yes.
Yeah, it was as realistic as Chris Kyle's life. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, so yeah, we're randomly drawing the jobs out of this green bowl.
Mm.
And Barney Gumble, Kyle's familiar, and Aladdin are competing for the job of CEO of Fox News.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Well, Aladdin
I'm not going to let Aladdin in the door.
he is not genetically viable to work there at
No,
all. Even
Barney is white and an alcoholic. It's like he was made for this.
He's practically
Sometimes
Roger
the draw
Ailes.
is just what gets you.
he's overweight. I mean, he's everything that that Roger Ailes was.
Yeah, he's really stupid.
Yeah.
Well, and later on, he was just addicted to coffee, right? Like, after he sobered up.
I don't know. I didn't make it that far, but I know he's handsy,
And he was a stripper at one point, wasn't he?
just
Maybe.
like Roger Ailes. I mean, this is cut and dry. I mean, they're both wonderful applicants, and yes, we need a diversity hire. But I think, guys, I think we know the decision to make here.
Yeah, I mean, your diversity hire goes in the mailroom with the other people.
Exactly. I'm ready.
I'm ready to vote.
Okay.
Who votes for Aladdin?
No.
Who votes for Barney Gumble, CEO
Yeah.
of Fox News?
Yeah,
It's so unanimous.
I mean, how would we know if Barney wasn't running it right now? Nothing would change.
This is
He
true.
might be.
It does seem like there's a drunk cartoon character running that network.
Well, they've got a lot of drunk cartoons hosting opinion shows, so
Ooh.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it
sure.
was on Fox,
Prove,
right?
prove that Sean Hannity is not a cartoon. You
I was just
can't.
about to say, isn't Sean Hannity? He is just completely CGI, right? He's not a real person.
Andy vapes.
Either that or he's got American Psycho skin.
Sean Hannity was one of the two-headed sportscasters in Phantom Menace that split off.
Oh.
You mean
Yeah.
Votes Embiid Anadu?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the other one is running a bed and breakfast in New Brunswick. It's really nice.
All right.
What are we talking about?
I have no idea.
No one knows.
We made a pact to not talk about Star Wars, and here we are. Just knee deep in it.
Can't not stop. All right. Our next job off features Austin's familiar,
Oh,
Kramer
wow.
from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Cosmo Kramer
Yeah.
definitely did not have a job. I don't really know how he survived, but he had
He's
money.
kind of a jack of all trades. He had several jobs at several very short-term intervals.
Did he? I don't think
Oh,
he
yeah.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah. He was he published a coffee table book for a while.
That's not a job.
He was an actor for like 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
He trained an Olympic gymnast for a very short time.
Yeah, but I think those things
But
weren't
like
out of necessity for him to survive. I think he did most of those things out of boredom. I think he was independently wealthy somehow.
Yeah.
If they did explain it on the show, I have no idea.
I do not. Here's the key. I do not believe he was consistently employed.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Definitely not.
And Kramer is going up against American Beauty's Lester Burnham, portrayed by Kevin Spacey, who quits his job in the movie and Doesn't have
Touches
one.
boys. Yeah.
Kind of similar personalities, or at least life goals.
And
he gets
Kramer?
kissed by a Nazi in that movie.
And Lester are competing for the job of Giant Baby's babysitter.
Oh man, that giant baby is taking the world by storm on Twitter. If you haven't seen the giant baby, just Google large baby, and that feller's going to pop up immediately.
I think this is right up Kramer's alley.
One of the most frightening things I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know that Kramer's going to be have the correct attention span to deal with that large baby. He's also very, very jittery holding the large baby. But I mean, I don't think he's not good at holding things. He's constantly dropping and spilling and destroying everything in his path, much like Godzilla.
Well,
I don't know. Kramer did very well handling Newman, who is basically a large baby.
Yeah, he's basically that was going to be my argument. Newman's basically the large baby.
Yeah, but Kevin Spacey has already raised Thora Birch. He knows how to deal with a baby.
Yeah, but as we see, he's kind of not to be trusted with young people.
Why? What happened?
Why?
Oh, because he hooks up with what's her name?
Almost.
Yeah, or tries to.
Yes. And he's stoned a lot.
He smokes the weed, but
That's true. I didn't think about that.
that baby is large enough to smoke weed with him.
That's true.
Yeah.
The baby, yeah. I mean, I think the baby's probably safe.
With
Oh yeah, that first video,
Yeah.
that's nothing but cocaine. That baby has a huge tolerance.
Yeah.
yeah, that baby.
I'm not personally, I'm not concerned about the safety of the large baby.
No.
I want some laughs, and Kramer plus large baby equals wackiness ensues.
Well, we
Yeah.
also
see it.
know that in American Beauty, Lester starts working out. He tries, so he's in there pumping iron all the time. He's a little more equipped to hold the large baby, I think, or pick it up and take it away from the hot stove.
I don't
Kramer is
think the large
bizarrely
baby
fit.
can be held.
No, not by anyone.
Kramer managed to lead a rooster down the street. I think he can wrangle large baby enough for.
I mean, I think Kramer would definitely accidentally kill the large baby, but the question is who's getting hired. And I think the parents would be lulled into a false sense of security by
But
Kramer's,
if he killed the large baby, it would be done in the funniest way possible.
it'd be
Yeah.
hilarious, yeah.
I don't appreciate you comparing a human child to a rooster, Austin.
Well,
No,
they're both just inexplicable.
Yeah.
in Australia, you have to have a special license to own a rooster.
I think that family's got to have a special license to own that fucking baby.
They should.
It is a large, large baby. I'm ready to vote.
This is the key for me. We have two applicants, okay? Now, I guarantee you, Kramer saw this ad. It was like, babysitter for a large baby. And he jumped on it. He's excited about having this job. Lester, he's only applying because he needs to fill out his unemployment.
I think.
That's true.
Okay, I'm ready to vote.
Which is admirable. At least he's trying.
Well, who votes for Lester Burnham babysitting the large baby?
I do.
Yeah. Here at Lamprey Corp, we don't care about admirability.
Who votes for Kramer?
We want a go-getter.
I do.
Yeah.
Cosmo
Kramer
Kramer.
is a
Just for him
go-getter.
to walk into a room with that door open that he has and maybe see him knock that large baby across the room.
It's all right. We took out extensive insurance policies on the large baby.
All right, well, Kramer wins.
Next up, we've got defense. That is Michael Douglas's character from Joel Schumacher's Falling Down, which you might remember from about 15? Is it about 15 years ago?
It's gotta be under that. It's over.
No,
20
it's at least 25 years
20?
ago.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a man who did not take losing his job well.
Hmm.
He gets out of his car in traffic and goes on a frenzy.
Did he not take it well, or did he take it in the best way possible?
We'll see. We'll see during our interview process.
Holy shit, you're right. That movie came out in the 90s, didn't it? God,
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm
And,
glad we have to video interview him because he does have an Uzi.
He does.
Yeah.
And defense is up for the same job as the Jode family from The Grapes of Wrath.
Oh.
They were actually the first unemployed people in history, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Was like it's set during the Depression, the old Dust Bowl.
Yeah.
They set
I was
the
about to say, all
template
of our-
for American unemployed people.
Yeah, all of our interviewees just extremely fortunate.
They're doing great.
And we reach into the bowl. What job are the Jodes in defense applying for? Professional hermit at a country estate.
Huh. I mean, I think the Jodes are pretty well equipped for that.
Yeah.
But can you?
There's
nothing
a
else
lot
Michael
of them,
Douglas
though. I think hermit is pretty much a singular position.
Now,
Yeah.
There's hermi, is what they call multiple hermits,
Yeah. A hermitage, if you will.
or maybe it means like Herman's Hermits. Maybe they're starting a nice little '50s rock band.
Oh, it's cute.
Can someone be a hermit if they are living with their family?
Sure, you just stay in. Don't go to
Yeah.
the same room. You've got your times of the day to go to the bathroom, and you better take advantage of it and get everything you need done. You don't ever see each other. You make your own meals.
Now, historical footnote: this was a real job once upon a time.
Bathroom going?
No, a professional hermit at a countryside estate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like these crazy decadent English nobles would hire like a crazy person to be a hermit to live in their gardens as
Just
like
to
a
provide
curiosity.
like local color.
Yeah.
Or
That sounds like the perfect job for a pissed off American with an Uzi.
they just scare off raccoons? They're like,
No, they just like have a crazy person in the gardens. Come, Barbara.
Even though they're unemployed and they're poor, the Jode family has their dignity. I don't see where they're gonna,
Yeah, but it's a quiet dignity. And that what is the number one thing you look for in a hermit? Quiet.
Yeah, but after you've had to breastfeed an old man, nothing's that dignified.
Yeah, I mean, well, but bring the old man with you. More the merrier in the hermise.
I don't know. I think defense would probably sign up for the job. You could probably impress. They'd look at him and go, yeah, this guy's nuts. He'll be perfect out by the water fountain.
Let's be honest. We here at Lamprey Corp, we're not going to take the whole fucking family for this job. We're just going to take Tom because he's the best one. We're going to murder the rest of them.
That's a very good point.
But think about this. Think about how well payroll is going to come off when we pay one wage for 19 people.
I'm saying we don't need 19 people.
No.
If you want to keep the crows away,
we're gonna liquidate the extraneous members of the family.
Todd, I believe what my associate means is we'll simply transfer them to the corn division.
Yeah, exactly.
they will never survive.
Corey, they're not going to be killed. They're going to be transferred.
I'm ready to vote on this.
Yeah. All right. So for hermit at a country estate, who votes for defense?
Yeah, I will.
Lamprey Corp only hires patriots.
Okay, Colin Austin, yeah.
Who votes for the Jode family?
Gotta go with the Joes. They're gonna have that garden looking nice. They get rid of all the slugs, the snails, all that stuff is out of there. Beautiful.
All right.
Garden.
Looks like we need to bring out the coin of Dorm.
Okay, I gotta grab a coin.
Here, I got a coin. I got a coin, Corey.
He's gone.
The deciding factor was really 19 for the price of one for me.
Oh yeah. I mean, payroll. You got to keep that shit under 25%. Come on.
I'm trying my best to emulate corporate America here.
Yeah.
I just wanted an Uzi. I mean,
all right. Ready to flip here? What we got? The
heads, defense, tails, Jode.
It is heads. Defense moves on.
Defense.
I got an Uzi.
Those Jodes can't catch a break.
Oh. Fate, not a friend to the Jode family.
Well,
Not good enough for Lamprey Corps.
That's what it means to be a poor American looking for good, honest work. You're just going to get fucked over and over again.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Floyd. That was Brad Pitt's character from True Romance.
Wonderful.
Never got off the couch.
He does not get off the couch in that film.
Brad Pitt is in that movie for probably a total of 4 minutes, and every scene he is in is gold.
It's amazing.
It's the most memorable performance from the movie. Apart from Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken, Brad Pitt walks away with the movie and never moves.
Yep.
And he is going up against Charlie Chaplin's The Little Tramp.
Oh, wow. An infamous jobless person.
Oh, yeah.
He's walking around, riding the rails whenever he can, just getting from place to place, getting into mishaps and adventures.
Oh, yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Let's see. Let's see what job they are competing for. Floyd and the Little Tramp are applying for the job of prayer denier.
Okay, so what exactly this is God's a busy man. He needs somebody to deny these prayers for all these idiots. Mm-hmm. So this person is in charge of denial.
Gotcha.
So you got to work closely with God. So you got to deal with that shit.
Austin, really, but I mean, God is everywhere. So I mean, you could do that from the couch.
True. You can work from home if you have a home, which I don't think the Tramp does. So
no,
I mean,
all I can picture is that TV commercial with Kareem just blocking everybody's shots.
I dunk on them. Yeah, I want to. I mean, just Floyd just sitting there, just going denied. He would have a ball.
And let's be honest. If you've seen any of the Little Tramp movies or shorts, the Tramp has a good heart. He's a good-hearted character.
He's got a heart of gold, and that's why he's homeless.
Yeah.
And that's why he is not a good fit for Lamprey Corp.
No.
Absolutely not. If you're going to work for God, who is a vengeful, spiteful God nowadays, you better be ready to deny and kill some people.
And Floyd don't give a fuck.
Absolutely not.
He just needs weed money.
That's all he needs. Yeah, and he gets paid by the deny.
Mm. And at our California locations, that's now legal for Lamprey Corps employees.
I mean, this is pretty cut and dry. Unless somebody's got something to say for the Tramp here.
I'm ready to vote.
Yeah, I'm ready to vote.
Right. Who votes for the Tramp?
Nay.
Who votes for Floyd?
Yeah, that's unanimous for Floyd. Just literally killing people left and right. That Floyd.
Well, he does say in the movie after the mob guys leave, he's like, "Fucking kill you."
Fucking condescend me, man.
Well, here at Lamprey Corp, we give everybody a Voight Camp test. It's a precondition for employment, and the Tramp did far too well.
What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not helping the turtle?
All right, next up, we've got Jack Reacher.
Yeah, Tom Cruise, based on the novels. He is homeless.
Yeah, ex-Navy.
We were talking before. He's kind of like the A-Team, but more singular of a person.
Just one guy.
Yeah.
He's just the A.
Yeah.
Of course, Tom Cruise in the movie, based on the novels by Sapphire, and then he is going up. Sorry, he's going up against Alf.
Yeah, another freeloading piece of shit.
Similarly, ex-Navy.
You're going to take a man in. You're going to let him stay in your home. You're going to shelter him, and you're going to have to protect your own goddamn pet all the time from it.
Constantly.
That's bullshit. But
Alf,
yeah,
and Jack Reacher. Yes.
Oh, Jack Reacher's like. Oh, I thought you meant Alf and Jack Reacher are both like that.
Oh, Jack Reacher will fuck your dog.
Yeah.
Jack Reacher eats cats.
Yeah.
That's canon.
Yeah. It should be something weirder, like he molests gerbils or something.
Oh, God.
You got to keep him away from your hamster.
All right. Jack Reacher and Alf are competing for the job of luchador.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, Alf would be an amazing luchador.
These are the masked wrestlers of Mexico. That's where they were first.
Yeah.
They're typically kind of.
Is this even a contest? Jack Reacher's a fighting motherfucker.
I agree with Austin. Typically, luchadors are kind of the high flying circus act type wrestlers.
Yeah.
Alf is a short, squatty alien who is also a puppet.
But here, look, what's the most important thing about being a wrestler, luchador or otherwise? showmanship.
And you're Mexican.
Well, Alf's obviously Mexican.
Well, he's a foreigner.
He's here illegally. He's moved in with a white family. He eats cats.
Well, there is that.
No, I think Alf is a better showman than Jack Reacher.
I can't argue with any of that.
But Jack Reacher being a drifter, he's been through Mexico.
Sure.
And he's killed many people.
But he can't. No, right, but a luchador is not about necessarily fighting and killing people. It's about putting on a show. It's a show.
It's violence.
Yeah.
And I would say Alf is not a showman. He tries to stay hidden as much as possible.
We rarely see the man's legs.
What do you mean tried to stay hidden? Didn't he have a talk show?
No, not on the program. Not on Alf. He was hiding out from the government.
The program.
Yeah.
That's just fake news, Corey.
Yeah.
Not on
Wait, hold on. Jack Reacher had a talk show?
Yeah. It's called Fox and Friends.
Reaching out.
Reaching out with Jack Reacher. I think Jack Reacher is way too serious to be a luchador.
Yeah, but he's also on the hideout. Okay, here's the other thing. You're Alf. You're trying to hide from the government who wants to dissect you.
Not the Mexican government.
Oh, please. They wouldn't even dissect him. They would eat him.
No, he's a luchador. He's like a god there.
Yeah, but you would know immediately it was Alf. Like, the mask is not going to hide that big snout of his.
Look, Hispanic people are very accepting. And
right,
I don't know why you're racist.
On the one hand, you got Alf. On the other hand, you got Tom Cruise as Jack Reacher. Now, number one, they're both the same height.
Yes. Correct.
No argument.
Correct.
Yeah, but he's in hell of shape. And Tom Cruise is known for hanging on to airplanes and running across parade floats and all kinds of stuff.
That's my question, though. Is Tom Cruise going to want a part where he has to keep his face hidden?
You can still see that super famous smile of his, though.
Yeah. As long as you can see the teeth, he's fine.
That's
in
right?
his contract.
Yeah. They'll call him El Smilo.
Yeah. And besides, as employers at Lamprey Industries, we have to think about the return on our investment. Which one of these wrestlers is going to get the farthest? Alf may have the most showmanship.
If we're talking about money,
because he's a fucking puppet.
If we're talking about money, which one of these motherfuckers are we going to have to pay more?
Tom Cruise.
One question.
Jack Reacher. Alf. We bring him in. We put him in a couple shows. He doesn't do well. We sell him to the United States government. What's the problem?
Alf will work for house cats.
Think about
wait a minute. Wait. Alf is a celebrity. He knows what he's worth. Jack Reacher, not Tom Cruise, I would remind the gallery, is constantly rejecting money.
Yeah, but do you also know how much it costs to insure an alien?
No, that's the beautiful thing. He's an alien. He has no legal rights. We can do whatever we want.
Nobody has legal rights in Mexico.
Jack Reacher does.
Oh, okay. Just Tom Cruise?
Just Jack Reacher. He's the only one.
I'm ready to vote on this.
All right, I'm ready to vote. Who votes for Jack Reacher?
Austin and I.
Who votes for Alf?
Okay, another tie.
I vote for the real American.
Got the coin of Dorm here to settle this.
I just voted for the dumbest one.
True. All right.
Heads, it's Reacher. Tails, it's Alf.
It is Tails. Alf moves on.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Just like he's done his entire fucking life. He just gets by doing nothing.
Well, his family are major shareholders of Lamprey Corp. So.
Oh, I see. So yeah, got it.
That was a ringer.
Got it now.
Next up, we have a tag team. We've got Brennan and Dale from Step Brothers.
Yeah, John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell. Yeah,
and they're going up against Spud from Train Spotting.
Also did not have a job, and when he would try to get a job, he wasn't really trying to get a job, so he'd take speed.
Yes. Very, very famous scene. Second only to the scene where he gets drunk and shits the bed.
He does shit upon the bed.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Brennan and Dale are competing against Spud. This is going to be an interesting one because here we have two sets of characters who both purposefully flunk job interviews so they don't get the job.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do not want to work at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Purposefully bomb the interview. All right. Brennan and Dale and Spud are competing for the job of PMS understander.
Okay, so let me explain this one. This not only is this person a scholar of premenstrual syndrome, he's also a person who will be understanding towards the woman going through her cycle at the time, and listen to her and tell her everything's gonna be okay, and get a heating pad for her. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right.
He's the understander. He understands. It's fine. It's fine you feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Kind of guy will run to the store and pick up a box of tampons, not think a thing in the world about it.
Understandably, this person will do so.
Yeah.
Also,
So what's that pay?
oh, yeah, it's the joy of the job.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
We at
I'm
Lamprey
thinking
Industries are cool with it.
this is right up Spud's alley.
Oh, I think so too. At the end of the day, I mean, he's a caring person who's on heroin.
Yeah.
You will never convince me that Brennan and Dale both aren't terrified of women and their vaginas.
And they're very,
Terrified.
very, very immature people. Like they would probably be disgusted by nature's beauty, which is the menstruation.
Yeah, they probably couldn't say the word period without giggling.
Yeah. There's no way. Yeah,
That's true.
I think.
I'm ready to vote.
And Spud is fine with fluids. He poops the bed, all kinds of stuff. You know. And he's got a girlfriend.
And he loves heroin.
He loves some heroin.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I think we should hire this heroin addict.
I think it's the best course, really. I think it's a bold hire, but I think we got to think outside the box sometime.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Quarterly drug test.
For the woman?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Well, we should check on her too. Heroin also alleviates cramps.
Mm.
It alleviates
So
most
heating
things.
pad and a hypodermic needle.
Yes, I'm ready to vote.
All right. Who votes for Brennan and Dale?
Absolutely.
No, they're not go-getters.
Who votes for Spud?
Yeah, it's unanimous.
Spud. It's that no contest there.
Oh,
I think Spud really wants it.
He wants to be the PMS standard.
And if he doesn't, he will after we restrict his heroin usage.
Mm. Heroin addict's going to find some heroin.
Don't think about it so much as that we're hiring Spud, as that we are enslaving Spud.
Yes.
Next up, we've got someone who's familiar to fans of the Ingenious Basterds podcast, Mr. Andy Dandytail.
Oh,
Andy Dandytail. I don't know that we've spoke of him in many years on the podcast. I know he came up quite a bit in the early days, but he was the spokesperson for Druthers Restaurants, which there's only one left in the world. It's in Campbellsville, Kentucky. Once a mighty fast food empire, now reduced to shambles. And Andy Dandytail is a ginger and a hobo.
He rides the rails all over the country, getting in adventures, and
Yeah, for free.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it?
And he's also Corey's familiar.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Is it canon that he molests children?
He's molested no one.
Okay.
I mean, the children all agreed to be part of it.
well, look. I mean, I would say inquire with the Pikesville Police Department about that.
Oh God, Pikesville has a police department.
Well, they had to get one after Andy Dandytail came.
I want to record an episode of this podcast at the Druthers in Campbellsville.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They would
And-
throw us out.
Andy Dandytail has got his work cut out for him because he's going up against the tag team of Jay and Silent Bob.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah. Shiftless ne'er-do-wells. They sell a little weed, but that's that. I don't really think that's considered employment.
No.
You don't fill out any paperwork for that one.
Most of the
Is this,
time, they're just hanging out at the Quick Stop.
Yeah.
Is this in their prime, Jay and Silent Bob, or is this like now with like dentures and no fat, Jay and Silent Bob?
Oh no, I'd say this is Clerks era.
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
When they were hardcore layabouts.
It's
Yeah.
better because I watched the first 10 minutes of that new fucking movie and it is bonkers bad.
Oh, I can. Yeah.
I don't
I've
even.
not heard good things.
I didn't even know there was a new movie.
Oh yeah.
Get this, it's called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
It's hilarious. Very hilarious man.
Man, I don't want to watch that.
No, I'm not going to watch that.
He had a good 7 or 8 years where he was kind of funny there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Now
wish
it's
a
all
heart
gone.
attack would have took him.
Oh.
Sorry, I take that back.
So Andy Dandytail, Corey's familiar,
Yes.
is competing for the same job as Jay and Silent Bob.
True.
And that job is lactation consultant for Men's Health magazine.
Okay. So are we talking about male lactation? It's a thing. Men can produce milk.
It can be whatever you want it to be.
I mean, because Andy Dandytail's the obvious candidate here. Number one, he's a ginger. We all produce milk from various places in our body.
It's
I
not.
don't know that if I'm looking at Andy Dandytail and Silent Bob standing next to each other, I think that Andy's the one that's more prone to lactation.
Well, maybe the mascot of a place formerly known as Dairy Queen is.
Yeah,
Dairy King, whatever.
Yeah, but
It's Burger Queen.
Burger
Oh,
slut.
shit.
Dairy,
Never
dairy doesn't have anything to do with it.
I mean, you don't know much about ginger, like the physiology of gingers, Todd. We produce. It's not that everything that comes out of our body is milk. We just call it different kinds of milk. Like when we go number one, it's like time to make the yellow milk.
Corey.
Yeah. Yes.
You signed a non-disclosure agreement for this shit.
Yeah.
Nobody watches this.
Well, that's true.
No, Andy Dandytail, obviously, he's got a much better understanding of milk. Jay and Silent Bob are very unhealthy people. They're, they're calcium deficient. Look at them.
Yeah, I mean, they've probably also never cracked a Men's Health, so they don't even know what the magazine would be looking for.
Hell no. And hobos are going to do some fucked up shit out there in the rails.
Well, you're telling me all that time Jay and Silent Bob spent at the Quick Stop that they didn't grab Men's Health magazine off the shelf and jerk off to the pics of the women in there?
Hell no. They grabbed jugs. They were selling real porno mags in there.
I don't think neither Jay nor Silent Bob can read or even understand photographs.
Very true. and Andy Dandytail can definitely read. And
Yeah.
there's like a hobo language too.
Yeah, I think they're.
So he's bilingual. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Stop everything.
It-
I want to
it's-
hear more about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the good
Fuck
thing.
the dorm.
He can translate the magazine for the hobos too.
Sure, it's called Hobo Script.
Yeah, it's good.
The only person I know of that also could possibly speak the hobo language is J.D. Wilkes.
That's possible. Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to vote on this. It's obviously not familiar, but I think Andy Dandytail is the obvious choice here.
Yeah, Hobo Script was actually created in 1924 by Andy Dandytail and Linwell Turgis, a drifter from Southern California.
Quick question: does Lamprey Corp own the copyright to Hobo Script?
Of course we do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready to vote.
We do
We own a
now.
lot of things.
Who votes for Jay and Silent Bob?
Nay.
Who votes for Andy Dandytail?
Yeah, it's unanimous. Let's just go ahead and say he wins it all.
Maybe not.
That's not how Thunderdorm works.
That's a great job. He's going to be CEO by the time this thing's over.
Listen, Lamprey is not any stranger to nepotism, but just not at this point in the process.
Sure.
Okay.
We have to
We still have to
Yeah.
put up the front that we're interviewing
right.
people.
Okay.
All right, next up we have the family from Parasite,
Mm.
Yes.
Oscar-winning
Not-
film.
Not unemployed.
It's odd. It's odd that a film that good wins all the Oscars.
Yeah,
That
and
don't happen that often.
they weren't exactly unemployed throughout the entire film, but the fact that they're unemployed is the basis of the entire film, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Even
And
though
Todd,
they
it is odd that it won so many Oscars, but I mean, clearly a lot of members of the Academy took the wrong impression.
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because, I mean, on the one hand, the movie's great, and it's also foreign. How does that movie win all the Oscars? I don't know, but I'm glad it did.
Yeah, well, let's see if they win all the jobs.
All right. And the Parasite family's going up against my familiar, Jeffrey Lebowski. The dude.
Yeah.
Real
Solid.
power contender there.
The dude does not seek employment. Enlightenment, not employment.
The dude abides.
Here we go. Parasite family and Lebowski are competing for the job of personal assistant to Corn Man.
Oh, yeah. That's a busy job, too. Just the mopping alone.
The mopping and the...
Yeah. Seems like a pretty physical job, too. You're going to have to be digging, a lot of digging, a lot of dragging bodies to the crawl space out in the field. The field is
a very physical job.
Yeah, I don't see Jeff Lebowski being very good at Corn Man.
Probably not.
PA there.
Hey, Corey.
Yes.
How does Corn Man feel about peaches?
I don't know. He's not here. I would ask him.
I wish I knew.
I wish we all knew.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
I don't think Corn Man has any allergies to that.
Okay.
But I mean, obviously the Parasite family, there's more of them. They can move some bodies, and they're in good shape. There's 2 young ones.
Yeah, and Corn Man is in agriculture, so he's used to hiring immigrants.
Very true. Yeah.
So the fact that they're foreign would not be off-putting to him.
Yeah, and I don't see Corn Man and the Big Lebowski, or the dude, getting along very well. To be honest, Corn Man thinks humans are better seen than heard, and he doesn't understand Korean. That's for damn sure. Bit of a xenophobe, old Corn Man.
Sure.
Okay, I gotta somehow make a good argument for my familiar here.
Yeah, let's hear that death rattle.
Lebowski has he's got one rug that he can roll one body up in.
That'd be nice.
Be useful.
Yeah. Well, we'll consider that.
Hey guys, think about this real quick. Though.
That is literally all it says on his resume.
Corn Man likes brevity, though.
Listen, I would also, if I were Corn Man, which obviously I am not, but
yeah, you'd be having sex with your old lady.
I would be worried about reprisals from the family, as I can remember at least on a couple of occasions, Corn Man speaking of dining out on Asian children.
Yeah, but these are adults. I mean, he dines on all humanity.
I got one more.
Okay.
I think Lebowski probably hates the Eagles as much as Corn Man does.
Eagles?
The Eagles.
Why does Corn Man hate Eagles?
Eagles, the band. The famous scene in the movie.
Okay. So you're talking about the birds. I was going to correct you. It's crows that Corn Man does not care for.
Eagles, crows. What's the difference?
Yeah.
He probably hates the Black Crows too. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, he probably hates the Eagles too. I know he's not a fan of Lord of the Rings.
So rug, Eagles.
Okay.
I'm ready to vote.
Sure, let's do that.
Who votes for Lebowski?
Todd and Kyle. Okay.
Oh, I won Kyle over with my astute argument.
I think
Who votes for the Parasite family?
Eagles, yeah.
I tried to warn you, but I totally vote for the Parasite family. They're going to
I vote for the Parasite family as well.
All right. Bring out the coin of Dorm. Once again, 3rd time tonight.
Yep.
Heads, Parasite. Tails, Dude.
Oh, I dropped it. Oh, no. Okay, let's try that again. Heads, Parasite, tails, the Dude, you said?
Yes.
It is tails. The dude
gets the job.
The dude abides.
He is not going to last long in that position. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you.
Well, no, but the important thing is I advance.
Well, that's true.
Did we all advance?
I think I did.
Yes, all of our familiars have advanced.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. All right. Round 2.
That's because we're
Now,
in charge.
We will be drawing new jobs for our applicants to apply for.
Okay.
Our first, second round matchup pits Kyle's familiar, Barney Gumble, against Austin's familiar, Cosmo Kramer.
Oh no.
Oh, wow. Okay.
These are 2 titans right here.
Two giants of the unemployed.
Titans of listlessness.
Barney and Kramer
Hmm.
are applying for the job of Kyle's fluffer.
Ooh, okay. Well, we know who Kyle's going to want.
I mean, yeah. So like, I can't really be. I have to be biased here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, Kyle and Austin have to vote for their familiars. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's burden of proof is on Todd and I. I mean, thinking about it right out of the gate, I was immediately thinking that Kramer would be the better person for this job, but Kramer's also a little tall and a little bony, and you don't want that for a man who is supposed to be getting you ready for your porno scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We here at Lamprey Court believe in the equal opportunity employment, and we also believe that when it comes to matters of fluffing, that the person being fluffed should have the ultimate say in who will be doing the fluffing.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I mean, this is a group decision, but I feel like Barney is drunk.
Yeah, do you want a freshly hungover dude?
No, I want a drunk guy.
He's not going to remember it, and I'm pretty sure both Cosmo Kramer and Barney are heterosexual men, if I remember. I remember Barney and Barney. So you might need to get a few in you to really become a fluffer.
Yeah, and Kramer's he's very lucid. He's going to remember it all. I don't want that. He doesn't want that.
He's too jerky. He's going to be
it's
yanking on your shit. And
wait, hold on, wait, but real quick though, sometimes don't you want somebody jerky when you're
not like that, not the extreme.
Fluffing is to get you ready to be jerked.
Okay.
It's not.
Hey, it's a fair question.
Yeah. Austin, what say you about your familiar there, Cosmo?
I don't know.
Okay, that's good.
I think I'm ready to vote.
Yeah, I think we should vote on this then. Yeah.
All right. It's Kyle's fluffer who votes for Kramer.
I do.
Yeah, there you go.
Who votes for Barney?
I think that's the obvious choice.
I mean, that's the rest of us, and I kind of feel that Austin's being rude.
Also, Barney being a stripper,
to be happy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Barney being a stripper has worked in the sex industry before.
It's true. Yes.
Very true. And really, I mean, we all want Kyle to be happy, except for
I do. I mean,
okay.
How dare you abide by the rules of the game, Austin?
When you're up this high up the corporate ladder, things happen.
That's true.
Yeah. All right.
Our next second round matchup pits defense against Floyd.
Spider on my ceiling.
There's what?
Nothing.
Okay. Defense against what?
Defense against Floyd.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I see. I got you.
Yes. The Michael Douglas character against the Brad Pitt character.
Yeah.
Hey, we're talking about polar opposites. I mean, we have 2 very disparate applicants for this job.
Yeah. So the job is going to mean a whole lot here.
And that job is the next James Bond.
Ooh. I know
I think
some
I'm ready
guy.
to vote.
Yeah.
Well, I thought this would be a lot easier, but you got defense who's experienced with machine guns and doing some fucked up shit. But you got Floyd who is dashing and good looking.
Right?
Yeah.
I
That's
think
not a role that's always been known to hire good-looking people.
Okay, what are the two elements of James Bond? He's an action star and a dude who has a lot of sex. I guarantee Floyd has more sex than Defense does.
I don't know.
I don't know. He's got to get off that couch.
Yeah, I mean, sex does require some impetus.
Have you never had sex on a couch?
Not while
what's that?
never leaving it. No.
Oh, it's the best way because you don't have to leave.
I just picture the opening to the James Bond movie with Floyd, and when it comes down to that iris, it's just Floyd on a couch, and he just like
they
Whereas Defenses is in that McDonald's.
yeah they wheel him out on the couch.
I will say this. Floyd's demeanor is much more James Bond. He's a very cool guy. Defense is not cool at all. He is not charming. He is the anti-Bond.
Yeah, Austin, you're the James Bond expert. What are you thinking here?
I don't know. Defense was able to kind of pose in a certain way. He was still able to correct me if this is wrong. In the McDonald's, or in the fast food restaurant, whatever it is.
I don't remember what he ordered before you say anything.
He imagines, I think, like beating everybody to death with a bat and raising a bunch of hell, but he doesn't do it. Right?
I think he raises hell everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah, pretty sure. I don't think he imagines much. He's a go-getter. I'll give him that. I like his go-get-em attitude.
But there was a time where he actually restrained himself from doing something.
Yeah, he doesn't kill everybody on Earth. So, I mean, that's positive. He
didn't have enough time before Robert Paul showed up.
Or even the whole
just
city.
2 hours.
Yeah. I feel like I'm ready to vote on this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right. New James Bond. Is it Defense?
Yeah.
Austin's going Defense.
Or is it Floyd?
Yeah, that's the rest of us there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Floyd's going to continue to be, very Bondian and cool under pressure right up until someone just walks up and shoots him in the fucking face.
Well,
Okay.
it's a new era for the Bond franchise. We're going in a different direction.
Yeah. Thought you were an expert.
We picked Floyd.
You got this one wrong.
It's called
it's better than giving the job to somebody with a crew cut.
True.
Very true.
The next film is going to be called The Couch That Wouldn't Die.
Quantum of Sofa. All right, next up, we've got Alf
Ooh.
competing for a job against Spud from Train Spotting.
Similar characters, kind of.
Kinda?
Yeah. Both eat cats.
Alf and Spud are competing for the job of barista who tells every customer he's vegan and plays marimba in a jam band.
Holy shit.
That sounds right up Alf's fucking alley.
I kind of know some people like that. Well, I mean, he's also, he's got the luchador experience. He's probably been around some marimbas.
Alf is the kind of vegan that's like, oh, I'm vegan. Yeah, I'm very vegan. And then, they'll go eat a steak, and they justify it like it doesn't count for some fucked up reason.
Yeah.
Alf, rips apart 3 alley cats, but he's a vegan. Has so disassociated.
If it was Alf, it's definitely going to be performative veganism. I don't think it's not real veganism.
No. Wait, who's he going up against?
Spud.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, at the same time, Spud's on heroin, and you don't have to eat anything, much less only vegan food.
Yeah, and it would be a good job for him. The coffee would be the only thing to keep him upright, really.
And I think Spud would be the kind of guy to brag to customers that he was in a band, if in fact he was not actually in a band.
Yeah,
sure.
he'd be in like a Lou Reed cover band. But I see Alf as also kind of the dude who, it's like the people that think vaping is healthy. To him, eating cats is still vegan.
Right.
Cat meat doesn't count.
Exactly. Yeah. And plus, look, we're hiring here, so obviously Spud is going to last about a week, right?
Yeah, I can't believe we hired him last time when he literally fell asleep during the interview. Yeah.
Alf could work at this job for decades.
For sure. And
he's perfectly happy, and we have to pay him next to nothing.
Yeah, and he would, entertain the customers. He's a bit of a jokester.
Sure.
I'm ready to vote.
I think so.
Okay.
Well, let's vote. Who votes for Spud?
I'm going to vote for Spud. I think we need to give him a second chance and to try to help him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who votes for Alf?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, addiction is a disease, y'all. We need to help these people.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to help Spud
All right.
for certain definitions of the word help.
All right.
And our final second round matchup pits Corey's familiar, Andy Dandy Tail,
Yes.
Oh, no.
against my familiar, Jeffrey the Dude Lebowski.
Oh,
Sorry
no.
to hear that, Todd.
And the Dude and Andy Dandy Tail are competing for the job of Jehovah's Witness.
Andy Dandytail, he travels around everywhere, banging on people's doors when they don't want him to. It's literally what a hobo does. Granted, he might accidentally break a window and accidentally go inside and take things sometimes, but
I don't think Jehovah's Witnesses do that last part.
yeah. Oh yeah, but he's used to talking to people. We got to remember he's also a spokesman. He's used to talking to the kids. He's used to talking to everybody.
Sure.
Talking to the kids, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean it's a no-brainer.
Todd?
I'm trying to think of something, but God, the Dude would be so against everything Jehovah's Witnesses do and stand for.
Yeah, he's an atheist. I mean that's canon.
I mean, the only way the Dude would make a good Jehovah's Witness is if he was pretending to be one to impress a chick.
Yeah, and who you gonna answer the door to? A guy in a bathrobe or an old hobo with some patches on his knees and a stick with a bag on the end and just a smile on his face and a song on his lips?
Definitely the guy in the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, but Andy Dandytail's a ginger. The three of us know you always open your door to a fellow ginger in need, even if they're going to spit Jesus shit at you.
I kind of feel like I do kind of feel like the Dude would be like, though, if he needed some quick cash, he could nab a couple of copies of the Watchtower and walk around the neighborhood and try to convince people to donate to the church.
See, though, I think the Dude could have the job for months before he realized it was a religion.
That's possible.
Well,
Excellent point,
to think
Kyle.
about too. Jehovah's Witnesses travel in packs. They never come to your house just one at a time. Lebowski could at least wrangle his friends into going along with him just to get the paycheck.
And
ain't nobody.
Walter and Donnie are down all day. Walter and Donnie are down all day to accompany him on that.
On Shabbos, he's not working on Shabbos. Walter is Jewish, and Donnie is dead.
They posed as detectives. They're not opposed to lying to people.
Yeah,
Okay.
and plus, I mean, Walter. Let's face it. I mean,
There's no way he would do that.
he could completely convert.
He would not renounce his Judaism. He and Cynthia, he made a pact. This is thousands of years of beautiful tradition. If it's going to be groups, think about Andy Dandytail walking down the street like the Pied Piper, followed by children full of hamburgers and French fries. They're the happiest you ever did see.
Look,
and what converts people to Christianity more than anything? Stupid children.
Corey, I hate to hit you in a sore spot, and I know this is going to hurt.
That's okay.
But if Andy Dandytail is such a fantastic mascot, why is there only one Druthers left?
Because much like the Lord, it's quality over quantity. There used to be tons of gods back in the day. Now there's only one.
Since when is it quality over quantity?
Yeah.
You seen how many churches there are?
Well,
But there's only one God. There used to be thousands.
here at the Jehovah's Witnesses, as represented by Lamprey Corp., we want quantity.
Multiple gods? I don't think so.
No, we want multiple people in our cult
Oh, yeah.
that we're using to test dangerous medical drugs on.
That's what I'm saying. If you want multiple people, if you want a long-term solution, you go with Andy Dandytail. Jeff Lebowski is not a long-term solution to anything.
Kyle, you converted me. I'm ready to vote.
That's stupid.
All right. Who votes for Andy Dandytail?
Yes, I do.
Who votes for
Why
the
the
Dude?
fuck would every goddamn time with you people, I gotta fucking deal with stupidity and fucking nonsense.
It's about shareholder value.
No, it's not. It's about Jehovah. It is about our
You're a
Lord
team
and
player
Christ.
here, Green.
Since when do people only care about money when it comes to God?
Since we created him 2,000 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You were at the meeting.
God damn it. Todd was. That's bullshit.
Todd, did you say anything?
God, you guys are gonna wake up. You guys are gonna wake up in the middle of the night just sweating, thinking about that poor decision.
I was abiding.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Final four. Job dorm.
Stupid.
We've got Kyle's familiar, Barney Gumble, going up against Floyd of the couch.
Ooh.
I'm ready to vote.
Floyd's
And
both of them immobile a large percentage of the day.
True.
Barney
Different
makes it to the
locations.
bar. Barney, he always makes it to the bar.
Yeah.
Barney and Floyd are applying for the job of heavily armed lockdown protester.
Ooh.
I'm ready to vote.
Is he locked down?
But they're protesting the lockdown.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, okay. I could see this from both sides. I could see Floyd digging into some conspiracy theory shit, just sitting there getting high all day.
Sure, but I have a hard time seeing Floyd having access to firearms.
Floyd had no idea there was a fucking lockdown.
He lives in Los Angeles. They have them everywhere.
I mean,
Well, what's wrong with you people?
Barney is just dumb enough.
Wait, hold on. You're gonna tell me you can get a gun easier in LA than you can in Springfield?
Absolutely. Illegal guns, machine guns, fun guns.
You can get those in Springfield.
Yeah, I don't recall them ever going to a gun store there. They got comic book shops, all that great stuff. Krusty Burger.
It's in Middle America. All they got to do is drive to Gary, Indiana.
I mean, that's true.
I was about to say, Homer works at a nuclear plant. This is basically fucking Paducah.
Yeah. Look, Barney's an idiot. He can easily be brought in to, somehow it's bad, and they give him beer and he shows up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the brilliant Floyd.
Well, no, I'm not saying Floyd's a genius, but he's probably not going to get off the couch.
Let's be honest here. Yeah, let's be honest here. Is Floyd gonna protest an order that tells you to stay the fuck at home?
Yeah, he's gonna do it like most people do.
Oh my God! Of course, Barney would protest. The bars are closed.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing, though. Floyd would do it like most people do, and he would protest with memes.
Barney's been protesting since day one. His started immediately. He didn't even know it was about, guns until somebody just handed him an assault rifle.
I understand. All right, I'm ready to vote.
All right. Who votes for Floyd? Who votes for Barney?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not voting for either. Yeah, I say we leave the position open for a while and wait for other candidates.
We'll have to.
I don't know why we're even promoting this kind of behavior.
It's all part of our growth plan for 2021.
Oh, I see. All right.
It's all the investments we have in firearms companies, Corey. Next up, we've got Alf going up against my familiar, the Dude.
Okay.
Ooh.
We've got 2 jobs left.
Yeah.
Both very similar characters.
Very true.
Very much so.
Very hairy.
Alf and the Dude are both applying for the job of youth pastor.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Well, we, of course, know Dude is the most holy man out there, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has religion experience now.
Yeah.
Who's better at reaching?
He's been a Jehovah's Witness for a while. So
who's better at reaching the youth? A guy with a scraggly beard and wearing a bathrobe, or a guy
who looks like Jesus,
or a fucking puppet?
Yeah, it's a dude that looks like Jesus leading around a bunch of little boys with bike helmets on.
Speaking as a former youth pastor, Corey, puppets are generally used in children's church, not in the youth department.
I would say children or youth. they're young.
I think Alf is super hip and cool.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not if
So he's not going to be a youth
don't.
pastor.
if children were the only ones to watch Alf, then Alf would have never made it past the pilot. I mean, he's obviously multi-generational. Everybody loves him.
Well, but look, though, really, it doesn't matter how good they are with kids because it's going to be the deacons that make the decision at the church, right? So as part of Lamprey Corps, we can hire our own deacons, and I can't imagine any group of self-respecting Southern Baptist deacons hiring Lebowski.
Absolutely not. They would hire a literal alien who murders cats over Lebowski.
Here's what they would say. I don't know. Last name sounds Jewish.
Yeah, and not to mention,
we're all about Jesus.
Yeah,
right.
Not to mention they're Southern. They've been to
Yeah.
Druthers, and they know what happened to Andy Dandytail.
Yeah, and they would say, look, this Alf fella, he seems like a good guy. Hates cats.
Yeah, I'm ready to vote.
I don't know. I think it doesn't take very much for Lebowski to convince the hiring committee that he is Jesus.
Everybody on the hiring committee is going to be a self-interested middle-aged white man.
Yeah,
Very
that's
true.
my point.
Okay, well, I'm ready to vote.
That's another. Well, that's
That
another point.
hate fucking hippies.
But Lebowski also the white candidate.
Oh, Alf is totally white.
Obviously, he sounds like
Look,
he sounds like
Alf
a
is
from the 1940s.
Alf is way
I'm
more
sorry,
white.
Siri, show me a picture of Alf, please.
No.
Alf is way more white than Lebowski. First off, Lebowski's a hippie. He smokes weed.
Sounds
Basically,
pretty fucking white to me.
not in the eyes of a Southern Baptist. That sounds like a black to them.
It kind of
He's
does.
not a jazz musician, Kyle.
Now, he's 2 steps away from it.
I'm ready to vote.
You get that man a piano, who knows what he'll do?
I doubt he
All
plays.
right. Who
Next
votes
thing
for
you know,
Alf?
Alf.
Oh, I vote for Alf.
Who votes for the dude?
Okay.
Sticking with
all right.
Lebowski.
All right.
The coin of Dorm
Bring
again.
forth the coin of Dorm. Heads Alf, tails dude.
Oh no, I
Imposter
dropped it.
Jesus.
It is tails.
Oh, no.
The
Dude
dude
moves on.
advances.
I've lost every goddamn coin flip tonight. My life is hell, and I hate me.
Not even Joel Osteen would hire the dude.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It's a puppet. Kids love it. All right, are we in the finals now?
Oh,
yeah, this is the final matchup. It's a familiar off.
Oh, my
no.
God.
So excited.
Kyle's familiar, Barney, going up against my familiar, the dude.
All right, what's the
Two
job?
total losers.
I think my
Final
job,
job.
is left.
This is such fucking nepotism.
And the job is Star Wars director.
Okay, between the dude and Barney Gumble, I got to go with Barney. He's drunk.
Are you kidding? The dude is a fucking Star Wars fan.
That's why he would never get the job, Austin.
How is that? Very true.
You think they're going to hire somebody that likes Star Wars? Have you been paying fucking attention?
Does the dude even have a television in his home? He seems like the type that wouldn't.
No, he hasn't seen anything since the originals, which is another reason he'd never get hired.
Listen,
Even
I
though-
think the dude probably likes the prequels enough to get hired.
Even though he's my familiar, I am going to say that if you were to approach the dude, or if he were to see an ad for Star Wars director, he would think he was getting a job at a planetarium.
Or
Yeah,
for the
and-
Reagan administration.
Yeah, and much like the Simpsons reach multiple generations. It's a cartoon, and he's drunk off his ass. I mean, I think it's pretty perfect.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
that's how JJ got the job.
Yeah, he's going to be utterly incompetent at it. That's why he would get hired immediately.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Like, he probably already has been hired in real life to direct one.
it's probably very true, and it's about time that somebody in the cartoon race got a job like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to vote.
Yeah, I'm ready to vote as well.
Todd, which way were you arguing?
For
For
me.
his familiar.
Sort of.
Kinda. I'm trying to come up with a pro Lebowski argument for this, and it's not going well.
Well, they're both stupid. I mean, they're both stupid, and they both would make a terrible movie. But I just think, but knowing Kathleen Kennedy, and of course, Barney would get replaced about 6 weeks into the shoe. But
Sure.
I want to say that Lebowski would make the worst Star Wars film ever, which is kind of like is apparently what they're going for now. But he's incompetent enough that he could like bungle his way into actually making a decent movie.
Sure.
Oh, I'm not arguing that the Lebowski wouldn't shoot a better film. He definitely would. I'm arguing Barney gets hired.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Barney's movie would be a train wreck. It would get canceled halfway through, but he would have gotten hired for the job.
Yeah, I'm ready to vote. Austin, are you ready to vote? Because this is pretty much, we know how they're going to vote.
Okay.
Okay, let's vote.
All right. Who votes for the dude?
Todd does. Oh, no.
Who votes for Barney?
Yes. Yeah, I guess Barney would be.
Else.
He's terrible at it.
Yeah.
He's immediately hired.
That's what you need to make Star Wars nowadays.
Yeah,
I could just picture. Even though it was my familiar, I had to vote for him. I can honestly picture Barney sitting at the bar in Moe's and being just like, "Yeah, we brought Palpatine back."
More Death Stars. All right, Kyle won. That was actually the we haven't been podcasting regularly, but every 16 Thunderdorms we do the Ultimo Dorm, where the previous 16 winners fight to the death. And that'll be the next one we do will be Ultimo Dorm
in about 6 months.
Yeah, it's seriously these 16 span 2 years because we don't podcast nearly as much.
Yeah.
Well, at least
actually, this is the third episode we've done in 3 weeks.
Oh, we're killing it. Well, we don't have shit to do either.
Well, yeah, nowhere to go.
Can't go out, so no.
Congratulations on your win, Kyle.
Good job, Kyle.
It took a completely unqualified and alcoholic white man to do it. Also had Barney.
And that's the story of America.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but we got this on video now. I haven't been editing the audio version in case you wonder why it sounds completely different. I just throw that shit on there and let her rip. Much like the YouTube video.
Much like America.
It's fine. So, yeah, you can follow us on YouTube. Just search Ingenious Basterds and spell it right. And then follow us on Twitter. And we're on Spotify, all the places you can get podcasts. So,
yeah, we are on Facebook, Instagram.
Are you guys still doing a healing journey?
Yeah, Todd and I still do a live stream occasionally. If you follow Todd and I on Instagram, we do occasional live streams throughout the week, or we just
the last several of those.
Yeah, it's a delightful time. Austin makes appearances on there sometimes, in a different kind of way.
It's a healing journey.
Yeah, but Austin, thank you for joining us once again.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's good to see all your faces.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. This has been Ingenious Basterds. I'm Corey.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
I'm Austin.
I've quarantined myself up in them panties.